Howdy folks and welcome. I hope this finds you well. Today we'll be talking about a game that I played almost 2 years ago and finally has come out of the early access void. Welcome to the world of V Rising.
We will rise from the shadows. Their blood will become our power. Vampires will conquer the night and all who oppose us.
V Rising has been in early access since May 17th of 2022. I instantly was enthralled by what the developers were going for. It was kind of an isometric mix of what felt like Diablo and World of Warcraft, with so many elements of other survival crafting games. I got around 50 hours plus before stopping, I want to say in the start of 2023. Finding out that V Rising would be coming to 1.0 last month, I was excited to see what the state of the game was, since my memory could only recall good things. And it wasn't wrong. So many of them. What brings you into V Rising, whether that's the aesthetics, the gameplay, what have you, it keeps you there. These are the things that keep you enticed throughout your journey. I will get this out of the way now. If you don't like grindy games that make you search out and farm resources to progress the story or gameplay mechanics, you probably won't like V Rising. Even though you can change a whole slew of settings, the general gameplay loop is repetitive, but not in a bad way. You'll be searching out for resources to create your castle, build armor, weapons, plus potions and other fantastic little items. You'll be tracking bosses down for their specific spells or blueprints, or you could just use the copper and silver you've pillaged off villagers to buy from shady merchants. I couldn't get enough. V Rising does a great job at making all these parts of the game flow in a way that it never felt like I needed to hyper-focus on one of them. Yes, resource generation might teeter on that statement, but you can change the settings or grab a worker's blood, but we'll get there later. I want to start and applaud V Rising's visuals. From the design of the castle to the beautiful lighting they were able to accomplish, this game just had me stopping just to take in the view. You have this neat little character creator, and as you progress with armor, you can see a tangible difference. Lots of enemies are unique enough where you know what you'll be getting into, and the bosses are so unique that even if some can be easy, they still instill a sense of dread in you, except for the tailor. Now, V Rising has a strong PvP element if you want to find servers for that. It makes the need for distinguishable spells, which also contributes to the wonderful color palette the game boasts. Not only did the spells feel powerful, but they also looked marvelous. I also liked decorating my castle, and honestly could spend hours trying different looks. V Rising is a feast for the eyes, and pardon the pun. It's truly one of those games where I stopped and just took in what I was seeing, whether that was in my castle or out and about. It's truly a marvelous looking game. Let's get into the game's gameplay. I mentioned Diablo and World of Warcraft before because it truly reminds me of both. You unlock your spell slots like World of Warcraft with talents, and the combat is more tuned to Diablo being real time and true projectiles. The game can be hard, especially during the daytime where you'll have to be jumping between the shade unless you want to soak up some sun damage. The enemies can be brutal, and even though some can be, not the smartest, you can die to anything, especially your own choices. One of my favorite parts of the game is the boss fights.
Oh, Zelly level 23. What did he grab that I don't
I
have?
have we both.
I don't know.
I'm in.
Just copper.
I have a copper sword.
Copper.
Oh, well, that's why, yeah. Oh, fuck, damn.
Yeah.
Wow, you found the sweet spot there, Ben.
Yeah. I was like, dude, this game is pretty good with things.
I slipped up. Damn it.
Oh my god, look at us.
I have a queen.
Usually, you're progressing towards each tier of boss, who give you not only blueprints but talent points and other goodies. These boss fights can be tough without proper preparation, and they can be almost impossible without the right gear. So if you don't have either of those things, you're going to die. A lot. So you'll need to work a lot on your character, hence the loop. You might need to mine iron for 10 minutes just to make enough in the furnace to create one weapon strong enough to kill one boss, because they are the key to the next level of gear. There's also a blood system, which I enjoyed because it makes you think about which enemies you're massacring and which ones you want to keep alive. There are multiple blood types in the world of V Rising, including the Worker, which increases the resources you can harvest, Brute, which increases your attack, and so on. At a certain point, you can just imprison peasants and take their blood types. Honestly, this was a kind of cool way to specialize into what you wanted to do. It was also great to see that you could go magic or physical damage. They even had different set bonuses tied to different armors. There is no definitive story other than vampires have been hunted for centuries and it's finally time to get our time in the moon. You are going after Dracula too, but that really isn't apparent until maybe 15 hours into the game. The sound design is solid, but nothing exceptional. Everything put together though is the complete package, and you and your friends will be having fun for days. And yes, you can play with a lot of people on your server, whether that's battling between each other in PvP or building up cool castles together. It really feels good. You can also play this 100% solo, and if anything feels off, I would highly recommend checking your settings on your server. This is one of those games that I'm so happy came out 2 years ago and that I paid around $20 for. It's so cool to see all the hard work these developers put in finally come to fruition. It's something that isn't lost on me. These are real people, real time. I truly appreciate the hard work and dedication that this whole entire team has put in over the past 2 years to V Rising, and it shows. And that's V Rising. If you're looking for an engaging action-adventure game with crafting elements and light RPG undertones, I cannot recommend V Rising enough. If you think the grind could be bad, look into the options you have on the server. If no story and time dedication are big factors for you, then I'd find another game. I hope this helps you decide on your journey. If you liked the video, please leave that comment about your general take on vampires. Yeah, I'm asking you, what's your take? Click that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. If you really enjoyed the video, check out my channel. There's something there for everyone. And as always, see you next time.